Get it. Let's go. Get it, come on.
One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Mickey Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the Army Black Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Army head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you.
Let's go.
Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway.
God damn, motherfucker booted
And
that
no
bitch.
chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a split backfield. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Calls his own number. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Using his feet. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Trying to get it to the marker. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Army!
And And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Tulane right back to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Stay calm.
He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Let's look at the big picture for Army. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who's very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
Runs for the tackle, and they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Stepping to the right. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. On the run, it's McClure. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Just got beat with speed there.
Man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get it downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he's got wheels. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive.
Play smart, come on.
And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it, whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off, and you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. Going with the counter play here. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll go to the air. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow.
Dumbass lead. Come on, man.
Getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead.
Why am I not just keep running the ball?
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's McClure. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch.
That's a
And
big
he
fucking
will
pick by me.
score.
Gotta
Touchdown,
settle
Green
in here.
Wave. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals.
Why am I
That's exactly
throwing
what
the ball
offense
there?
does. Takes advantage of
I'm
great
sorry.
field position.
And the extra point is true,
Jordan.
and they're on top by 7. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Slithers into space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception and the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Black Knights have this offense rolling. They'll try the counter. Runs through a tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. On the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There's some room. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he makes the extra point. Coming out with it, it's McClure. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for room, it's McClure. On the move at the 30. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Still on his feet at the 45. And
Come
they
on,
get him
man.
out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Running behind that left side. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. Powers through. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Black Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
He's going to run it. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Quarterback keeps it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires toward the target. He's open on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gets the back moving. He wants to change this route. On the move. Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half.
Come on, let's get it.
2 quarters here and reached halftime.
Come out here, score.
Check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 22 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
And it's the Trojans, setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Right back to the well. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Lewis. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Running inside. It's Daniels. Got a little grass. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Hey, you could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Run in the red zone. It's Daniels.
All right.
Touchdown, Tulane. They take the lead here in the second half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense.
Gotta stop him like I did that first drive.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle.
28 on 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Down to a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Plows through the defense. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way. To
maybe a crease. The 40. The 30. At the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Black Knights.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an
Come on, God's power.
in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed.
Come on, defense, I need you right now.
Executed play.
I need a big play.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Daniels.
Face mask. I know we got me with the face mask.
Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials
I know it hit me with
and
that.
the coach accepts it. They
Seen
will
the way
take
he
the
tackled.
penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking for a crease. It's McClure. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Complete to the right. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great time between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing
It's a big play here.
They've given up some plays today, man.
What are you gonna do?
100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill. Really
What are you gonna
physical.
do, Fred?
Nice job getting him to the ground.
Tulane looking for the fourth down conversion here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Let's go!
What a tough way to end this drive. They spun that
Let's
wheel
fucking go.
on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got a man, it's Smallwood. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Army! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's McClure. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over. He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
The run inside. It's McClure. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Unloads quickly. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down.
Nana does it.
Gonna run it. It's McClure. Touchdown, Green Wave. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the inside. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A run for the quarterback. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Neither of these teams are ranked in the top 25 at the moment, but it's early in the season, still plenty of time to fight their way in as we take a look at how things stand now. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Now on the move. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Black Knights are flying down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Running inside. It's Howard.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every point. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's going to take off. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. They feed him again. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
How about the decision coming up for this coach? You've got to decide, do I want to kick this field goal, take the lead, take my chances on defense, or do I feel confident I can get this first down, hold off a little bit, and maybe do that as the time expires and get the win?
Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down.
And how about
big
the defense
stop
coming
there.
up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right back to him on the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on.
Here's a little room there. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Green Wave. They've got the lead here in the 4th. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's a heat. Working that left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Quarterback keeper. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Gonna run it. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Man, they wanted that lead to go for it, and it paid off. He'll bring it out. It's Daniels. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game, and his throw is incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
How about that critical moment in the fourth quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play. You want to throw it, but he makes a very good decision. He tucks it. He gets the first down. That's a big-time play in the fourth quarter by this quarterback.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Floating away. He wants a big play here late. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Looking to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late
Let's
in
get
this
it.
football game?
All for you that
Offense
fucking
trying
didn't
to put
believe in me.
something together. But man, they
Stomping what,
anticipated
Bama?
passes.
Stomping
They played
what?
great
I hope you're in here watching my
position
stream,
on the
not
football
his.
Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having to chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses was just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs and their defensive coordinators.
Damn, my bad,
all
fans.
week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower.